guys, welcome to another episode of Chasing the Grail, brought to you by We Love Comics, right here in the West Tampa area on 3310 WCypress Sweet. Again, I have a guest. My name is Tim, and this is
Jeff, or AKA the Cantonese Comic Kid.
the Cantonese Comic Kid. Check him out on YouTube under the Cantonese Comic Kid, or
Cantonese.
is it Cantonese Comic Kid? Oh, I thought you had another one. Did you have something on Instagram?
It was Jeff Comics 813 originally.
Jeff Comics 813. There you go. I knew there was something else. So what did you bring me today, Jeff?
I brought you the lost story of Vampirella, and it's Jose Gonzalez was the artist that did it.
Wait a minute. You're telling me there's a lost story of Vampirella?
Yep.
Like from the 70s?
Yeah. From the Warren run, there's actually a lost story out there, and it's actually a lost story because the whole story goes is Joseph Tutane had Manuel Dominguez write this story for issue. Originally, it was supposed to be for issue 113 before Warren went bankrupt.
So this is towards the end of the original Warren run.
Yeah, this story was supposed to be in the original at the end.
At the end,
Yeah.
okay. All right, and you said Manuel Dominguez.
Yeah.
Yes? Who is
Yeah.
this?
This is Joseph Tutane. Joseph Tutane is the
Joseph Tutane was what? The owner of Warren?
the owner of SI in Spain.
Ah, okay. Understood. Sure.
So he's the owner of SI in Spain, who found Spanish talent for James Warren. So there's gonna be pictures pop up here when we finish editing. So of Jose Gonzalez and of Joseph Tutane and James Warren and what Jose is known for, the poster. You guys all know him for the Vampirella poster where he's holding the bat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a world famous poster. I mean, that's an image that everybody recognizes.
Yeah, and that poster, that was the first piece of work that Jose did for Warren.
Okay.
Yep.
So what was this lost story supposed to be about?
The Mysterious Stranger. That was the title of the story.
The Mysterious Stranger. Oh,
Yeah.
you've got my interest piqued here. What's
Yeah.
the story about?
The Mysterious Stranger, and everybody says it was Jose's best work.
Oh.
It was Jose's best work, and they said Jose, it was one of Jose's best work. Jose turned it into Joseph Tutane, and the whole legend goes, is Tutane received it, found out about Harris buying them found out Harris bought the rights from an
This
auction.
was really towards the end. This is when
Yeah.
Harris was putting in bids to buy
Right.
Warren Comics. Oh,
Correct.
okay.
So,
All right.
So they bid it and bought Warren, but since Joseph Tutane and James Warren had a contract, their contract went void because of Harris buying them. So when Harris bought them, this story, and Jose ended up turning in the story. The story ended up going to Joseph Tutane. Tutane ended up taking it to the publisher, I believe, and he was the publisher, but he took it to the printers or whatever.
Right.
And nobody knows where this story's at.
It disappeared.
It disappeared in Tutane's files, like filing somewhere.
Okay.
So it's somewhere in Spain. So that's all we know. That story is somewhere. The Mysterious Stranger story is somewhere in Spain. That's all we know. But nobody's seen a printed copy. But people that seen the originals have said it's one of Jose's best work. And
So what happened to Jose?
Jose ended up passing in 2009.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah, Jose passed in 2009. Joseph Tutane passed like a couple of years before he did. So the only two people that know where this thing is passed away.
So it's almost like a holy grail of sorts.
If you're a big Vampire fan, this is going to be a holy grail to find. If anybody can find it, probably somebody in Spain that maybe is related to Tutane, or maybe if they find it in Tutane's stuff or Jose's stuff, because they don't know if it's in Jose's stuff or if it's in Tutane's.
So listen up, all you Vampirella fans out there, because if you come across this lost story, you may be holding something of great interest and value.
Yeah, great interest and great value. And then he did Well, he came back. Actually, he left in the early 60s, early 70s. He actually left Vampy for a little while, and actually did 7 news. When he came back, he did 7 news stories, and then those stories got published. Only 6 got published in English. There's one story that's called the Rathmore's Curse that was never published in English. It was only published in Spanish.
Oh, I see.
Yep, in Spain. So it was only published in one of the creepies in Spain. So the only way to find this story was in Spain. But if you buy the Jose Gonzalez art book, you can actually read it.
That came out just recently, didn't it?
Yeah, like a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I found out all this information. I thought it would be a cool video to do with you guys and then explain to you guys what this lost story was. This lost story would be any Vampy fan's holy grail, pretty much.
Now, do you know if there is a synopsis of what the story was supposed to be contained, what was contained in the story?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. The only one that would know probably is Dominguez. Dominguez is the one that wrote it, and I'm not sure if he's still alive or not, but I have to do my research a little bit. But
now, let me ask you this: when you look at the Vampirella stories in the magazine format, in the old Warren magazines, how many pages were those stories usually? Were they? It didn't take up the whole magazine.
No, it didn't take up the whole magazine.
So, how many pages was this story? Was your average story 8 pages, 12 pages?
8 to 12 sometimes.
8 to 12?
Sometimes.
Okay, so we're not looking at this long form story.
Right.
We're looking at something that would have taken up one section of a Warren magazine.
Right.
For one of the later issues.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that is something that I had no idea about. That's pretty interesting.
And I just learned this because I was doing research for a Vampy video that I'm gonna do in the near future, and then I went, oh, this is a good video to do. So you guys got a new video out of me. So
what was the name of the story again?
The Mysterious Stranger.
The Mysterious Stranger. You know what? We should put a challenge out there for all our fans. Guys out there, The Mysterious Stranger, what would the cover look like for this particular story published in a Warren magazine? Who can come up with a really cool cover for The Mysterious Stranger?
Yep.
Ooh, that would be a nice challenge for you artists out there.
Yeah.
We got some friends who are artists. You should go ahead and create your own cover for the story,
Mysterious Stranger.
That would be neat.
Yep.
I would put a challenge out to you guys
to
see what you can put down, and leave them in the comments, or send it to your Instagram.
Yeah, send it to my Instagram, Cantonese Comic Kid, or send it to my Facebook, Jeff. Or send it to my Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to shout you guys out. The Mysterious Stranger, what your guys' idea of the story would have been, or what you guys think it could be. That would be kind of cool to see everybody's interpretation, everybody's idea of what this Mysterious Stranger thing was. And then a fun fact about Jose Gonzalez is that he's done the most stories out of all Vampy writers. Or Vampy artists. He's done most art. He's done 54 stories of Vampy, and only 14 have been reprinted.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah.
So he did 54 stories of Vampy in the Warren magazine, right?
Yeah.
And only
14 were
reprinted in other runs of other pieces of comics or literature.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, and there was only 14 of them reprinted, and like I said, there were 7. Like he left in the early 70s, early 60s because he was not liking where everything was going. He wasn't getting the recognition that he thought he deserved. He left the industry completely, and then came back in the late 70s, and then did 7 news stories. Those 7 stories was supposed to get published in one of the stories was the last story, the Rathmore's Curse, was supposed to get published in 109.
The Rathmore's Curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that one is the one I told you that was only in Spanish.
Right.
Did not get reprinted, and got some other person's reprints taken over at 109. So that was kind of a letdown for some fans, because they really wanted the story, because Jose did 7 stories, and it was good. It was a storyline, I guess, from
So it was supposed to be a little series.
Yeah, it was a little series, and then they didn't do it, and then that's 7 issues, 7 stories, and the only way to get the Rathmore's Curse if you buy that art book in English.
Okay. We'll leave it up to the Cantonese comic kid to discover all these unique and wonderful features and facts about Vampirella. He's the Vampirella go-to guy. This guy is just phenomenal when it comes to you got a complete run of the Warren magazine collection.
Yep, I got the complete run. I got
from one to
even the mailaways, the 2 mailaways. The only thing I don't have is that poster.
The poster.
Yeah, that's the next thing I'm probably gonna get, or try to find this.
You can dig it up somewhere.
Yeah,
because you want the original.
Yeah, I want the original.
Right on. Understood. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. This has been a fantastic episode. But before we go, I'd like to dedicate this entire episode to Mr. Kevin Conroy, known famously for doing the Batman voice to the Batman animated series. Kevin, we love you. We hope your family has all the support that they need. Our hearts go out to them. He was fantastic as Batman. He was probably the best Batman there was when it comes to the voice, and we're going to miss him dearly. That's it, guys. Take care. Check us out next time at the We Love Comics right here in Tampa and Chasing the Grail. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.